Siddiqui, everybody. Hey guys, that was interesting. I've never seen a Siri interactive joke before. Good job, Matthew. So I know you guys don't know me. I'll just introduce myself. I am Yasmin, and I'm Muslim. That usually gets a round of applause. That's so weird. You know, after 9/11, my family and I didn't want to be mistaken for terrorists or anything, so we put a bunch of garish shit on our lawn and waved the Puerto Rican flag. Problem solved, because nobody fucks with them. After that Ground Zero mosque was going up, I was really thinking they should have had a Puerto Rican parade at the grand opening. Right? Because that would have confused the hell out of the protesters. They would have been like, oh, I hate these Muslims. But I love fat chicks and tube tops playing cowbell. Totally letting this slide. My parents are immigrants from India and Pakistan, and people are always wondering, you know, like, how do they get together? Because don't those two countries hate each other? And it turns out that's the perfect subtext for their life together as a married couple. They didn't even meet until their wedding night. Like, I'm one generation removed from this bullshit. And I was thinking about that, you know? Like, what was that wedding night like? You meet for the first, you've never seen each other, you know? It's like, hey, you know, so how about that wedding, huh? Cray, cray. It's so funny we're married now because I was totally hoping to meet you. I guess we should make a baby or something, and hey, later, let's go have coffee and chat and see if we have anything at all in common. So great! And so this is what they thought would be good for me. So when I am 15, that is correct, they started to look around for me, all right? So there I am, minding my own business, watching 21 Jump Street, the original, with Johnny Depp in a bandana, crying because I wanted him so badly. And they're passing out leaflets of my bio data to the most Taliban-y people ever around in the late 80s, early 90s. And I had to sit my mom down. I said, okay, you know what? I will try this your way, but let's lay some ground rules, right? Guy has to be around my age and born and raised in this country. Agreed, right? She's like, yes, that's fine. I'm like, all right. 2 weeks later, we get a guy who's 20 years older than me, lived in the country for 5 years, and looks like a Bollywood villain. And that's when I finally realized, I'm like, shit, my mother speaks no English whatsoever. Get this lady some ESL courses. What happened? So I was raised in a very strict religious environment, and I was not allowed to date at all growing up. But I did anyway, and first guy I ever went out with, so cute. He was came from a really conservative Jewish family in high school, and you know, lucky me, right? I was so into him. I thought about marrying him and having this cute little mixed Jews-Muslim baby together. Because I mean, let's be serious. Not to be cocky, but that would be a really cute kid, you know, with like the big brown eyes and the olive skin and all that money. Jackpot! What a cute baby. My dad's an interesting guy. He's 72 years old and has the most soft and supple hands and feet you've ever seen on a human being. 72, all right? I get to the point now when I see him, I'm distracted by this because I'm like, something doesn't add up. I feel like that was where my college tuition money went, was for like secret paraffin wax treatments at the most expensive salon in Philadelphia. But he was raised in a village in India, and he's got this thing for ancient healing remedies. His favorite thing is olive oil, all right? Itchy scalp, dry skin, suicidal thoughts due to being an outsider. Just rub it with olive oil. When I was 15, I fractured my ankle, and instead of rushing me to the doctor, he decided to rummage through the kitchen pantry. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but that's how you heal a fracture, is you sprinkle some crushed red pepper flakes on it. It scares away the demons who are gnawing on the bone. They don't like spicy food, it hurts their tummy. But But he did actually. He made this thick flatbread, slathered it with oil and spices, wrapped it around my ankle with a plastic bag and a rubber band, and made me wear that to school for 3 days. All right? I walked in, people looked at me like I stepped out of the jungle with a bone through my nose. Like, what the fuck? Where did she come from? And why is her lunch on her foot? I wanted to kill myself, so I reached for the olive oil. So like in the past year or so, I've gained like 20 pounds, and I hate myself for it, but I love to eat, all right? Have you guys ever ordered so much food for yourself that you try to make it seem like there's another person in the apartment with you? Yeah, and like I have crazy ideas about how to like pass it off. They're not even good ideas or even applicable ideas. It's like I thought about installing a button at the front of my door that would flush the toilet, okay? Because when the Chinese guy comes with my buffet that could feed a small nation, I could just hit the button and go with the story, you know, like, hey babe, the food's here. That's my boyfriend. He'll be right out. Clearly this is enough food for 2 people, and there are definitely at least 2 of us here, all right? So just stop with the judgment. You're the one that rode over here on a bicycle with a basket in front of it. Me. Meanwhile, he doesn't speak any English and he just wants his pen back. I have a vivid imagination and I hate myself. So I'll leave you guys on a positive note. I recently graduated with 2 master's degrees. Can you believe that? Thanks. I'm getting ready to do some really big things too. First up, I'm moving out of my apartment and into a house. It is a beautiful place, you guys. My parents live there. They totally said I could have my room back. Thank you guys so much. You've been so great.